Let's see. Yeah. Wait for a few people to show up. And then we'll get started. All right. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Tesh, welcome in, man. Good evening. Just sitting here enjoying myself, doing a late night show. Missed Morning Mojo this morning, so I figured I'd still give you guys 3 shows like I normally do. Oh, about to spark it up. No, I lost my tobacco. Some of it anyway, not all of it. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Yeah, welcome into the show, everyone. So in case y'all didn't catch my earlier video this morning, I talked about the whole, Charlie Kirk thing and what happened there, guys. That was just unwanted murder. It was just senseless. Nice. Yeah, thank you, man. I call him Floppy. Because he's fluffy. He's solid silicone. Oh. I don't smoke much anymore. But when I do, I smoke in style. Oh, so how's everyone doing today? How's your night going so far? We had an excellent show earlier. We had over 3,000 people in the show, guys. Yeah, I know. Can't break that one. Thank you very much there, Orange. I like to be a little stylish, hence the armor. I've got my own style, though. But the armor is literally just to attract people's attention and to train in. Because I actually train with this. This here's Troll's Bane. This is a Viking bearded axe from the 9th century. Not from the 9th century, but the design is. And I love my axe. So I got armor to go along with it for whenever I train. What do I do for work? I'm actually a blacksmith and YouTuber right now. I'm currently between jobs. I'm looking for work at the moment. Yeah, I know, man. We already at 2K. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Messi. I can't stand some of mine, too. I just train, just for good, No, I was homeless for a while, Rowan. I actually was, my teeth have actually taken in, stained over the years. I brush them twice a day like everybody else does now that I have a home. But they're stained from drinking coffee and smoking while I was homeless. Troll's Bane, yes. It's from the medieval convention. Nice. Can you do the Trumpy Trump? Nope. I am on disability, but I'm trying to get off of it. Yes, I am in the USA there. Akaran? Turbo? I'll just call you Turbo. Nice. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for liking my hat so much there, Megan. Actually, Rowan, I already have Viking blood in me. So I just train for the simple fact of honoring my ancestors. But it also gives me good exercise. It's dropped me down from 250 pounds almost down to about 190. Hello, hello, everybody. Yes, I do play D&D and watch anime. Yes, I do. Nice. Thank you very much. You put me on this. Okay, thank you very much, favorite. We'll just call you that. Riley Dawn, welcome in. Rishi. Elf blood. Yeah, I'm a little too big for an elf. Maybe dwarven. Yes, I have watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, but it's not one of my favorites. I don't know if he passed away or not. And yes, I have watched it before. Nice. It just wasn't really one of my favorites because I didn't like the anime style on it. I actually draw myself, which my books are around here somewhere. One of my other pieces of armor. I haven't put that on yet. Ah, here we go. Well, this one's not a sketchbook. This one's just a book on me, how to make it. I love honey mead. It's one of the greatest drinks the planet's ever seen. What's actually heartbreaking? Thank you very much. What anime is my favorite? Probably Hellsing Ultimate. You know, I'm a huge horror movie fan, but I also really like this one called Campfire Cooking with My Absurd Skill or something like that. And this guy ends up befriending a Fenrir. And the only way he ends up making friends with it is through cooking for it. But yeah, I actually draw some of my own stuff. This is one of the things that I see as a schizophrenic. And sometimes I draw things just because I want to, like this little Troodon that I drew. Yes, I've watched Hunter x Hunter. It's been very, very good. So is Dan to Dan. And My Hero Academia. Oh yeah, I've definitely watched all those. Those are all really good. I got this one here too. Baki Hanma is freaking awesome. Hello, Sandman. Welcome in, everybody. Name a car for an edit. 66 Corvette. Thank you very much. I've got a few tattoo designs in here I'm working on. You know, just a few things. Just to have a little fun. Do I draw anime? Sometimes. I'll show you one here in a minute where it's kind of an anime-ish drawing. Then I try to sketch out some rune stones there. I've colored all these in myself. You know, we're working hard over here to try to get an artistry job. Something where I can actually sit down and draw for a living. You know, but I am working on getting off of my disability currently. We got these here. But as far as like really good pictures, one of my best is actually right here. This is one of my best ones. This one got recognized by Stephen King and Universal Studios. Thank you very much for liking the runestones so much. Thank you. Actually, I have quite a few talents. But drawing, it just happens to be one of the ones that I do as a therapy. We got this scary fella right here. I draw a lot of monsters. Nice! I'm making my own comic book. John Cena in the house. I'm trying to make my own comic book / horror novel. Let's see. Where's another good one? Ooh, this one's really detailed too. This one got recognized by Universal Studios as well, if I can find it. Where are you at, Reese's? Oh, there's one of my anime-like sketches. Just having fun. And then this is Reese's. This is one of my best. But yeah, we've got quite a few. Thank you very much for enjoying the artwork, guys. That's actually not all I do. I'm a craftsman as well. I'm about to show you guys one of my handcrafted items. It's actually a sword. I made a short sword a few years back, and I call it Frostfang. And it's right here. This is Frostfang here. It is 1060 CRC and it is D2 tool steel mixed together to create Damascus steel, beautiful typical Damascus pattern, dual fuller. This thing weighs less than a pound. It's got D2 tool steel up top and it's got 1060 CRC down below. It's got the brass in the center. It's got a black walnut handle with an elk bone center spacer. Bottom part is also 1060 CRC and D2 tool steel with brass in the middle and of course a brass pommel. This right here is Frostfang. That's my personal short sword I made. Forged in Fire is your husband's favorite show. All right. Why are you sewing dead birds to your leg? I'm sewing dead birds to my uncle. Okay. Go on, Forged in Fire, man. I wish it was still running. Yes, I heard back from Papa John's. They're not going to take me in, man. Do I have a halibut? Not yet. I'm working on getting one. That's going to be one of my next things. But the first thing I'm getting before I get me a new halibut is going to be a new Warhammer. So, but the very next purchase, actually, is going to be chainmail to complete the armor set almost. Why would I say 6'7"? All right. New season started. Oh, yeah, nice. 3 hours is going to be aliens. Nice. But welcome into the show, everybody. You know, we're just sitting here and enjoying ourselves. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Come join us again next time. You know, we're still going to be having the show real quick. My son likes to print chainmail with his 3D printer. Oh, that's actually cool. Look up some of the weapons from Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, I could make some of the weapons from Elden Ring, but I am currently working on getting the materials together to make the steel dagger from Skyrim. So I'm going to try to make a steel dagger from Skyrim. If I can't end up making that one because I just can't get the material, then I'll end up making the iron dagger instead. But the difference is it'll still be made out of steel because the only metal I have right now is some 1050, which is, or 1061, which is Lee spring. I've got an old Lee spring out there that I forge out of right now. Got to go to homecoming. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh. Back to, do you have any signs you know of? Oh, I've definitely watched The Hobbit. Well, if the easiest way to figure out if he likes you or not, simply ask. Us guys are easy to deal with. Just simply ask if he likes you. He's more than likely going to tell you the truth if he's a good man and he's your best friend. I don't know what you mean there, Jump. No, I don't have any gaming system, actually. Not much there, Watermelon. Just me sitting around chilling, enjoying some tobacco, and watching the show, man. That's about it. You know, enjoying having conversations with people. It's a late night show. I don't normally do a late night show. But to be honest, I didn't get to do Morning Mojo this morning. So I decided to do a late night for you guys. Thank you, Ben. That's actually what this is for. This is for making mead currently. You know, making some good mead. So that's going to be something I work on. Right now, I'm actually thinking about taking this piece here, this piece of nice, good petrified wood here, shaping it and everything like that, and turning this into a pipe. Or this big chunk here. Either one. I'm going to see if I can find a way to turn it into a pipe. You know, I figured that'd be pretty cool. I pulled these out of Lake Sam Rayburn here in Southeast Texas. So that was something I always thought was pretty interesting and a lot of fun. I love to go fossil hunting. I have a lot of gemstones, actually. My personal favorite is this big guy right here. Nice big giant chunk of green obsidian. This is going to be turned into a brand new green lantern ring for me. Thank you very much for liking the hat. And then, of course, I've got a nice little geode here. Nice little bit of quartz geode. I know it's hard to see inside there because of the light, but I've got all my little gemstones stashed out for a moment, going through them and figuring out which ones I'm going to turn into a walking stick. Yeah, I've got two types of obsidian. I've got green obsidian and I've got blue obsidian. This is going to be turned into a choker for my girl. Nice! Meat is awesome. Welcome back in, Mr. Cluck. All right, there we got Mad Hat VR and GB. I've already said 6'7". Thank you for liking the beard so much, man. You know, I actually had to trim it recently. It was down to here before that, but I had to trim her up. Let's go! There you go, Mad Hat. Mad Hat VR and GB in the house. We're just sitting around having some good old times, aren't we? Oh, man. That's the good part about YouTube. You can meet new friends and absolutely enjoy yourself and have a little fun. You know what I mean? Let's see. Is there anything else in here that's different? Oh, I can't show this off. I made this. Thought it was pretty cool. Just coated it with a little bit of molding clay and fired it in an oven, and bada bing bada boom, you got a nice little hip flask. Good. It's still clean. But yeah, this is just out of an old cheap whiskey bottle, and I love the heck out of it. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie Owens. Thank you so much for being in here. Reminds me of somebody I know. Yep, I'm a schizophrenic. Yes, I have watched The Hobbit, and I love the show. I actually have the books, too. Want you to know that Jesus Christ is the only... well, I wouldn't probably say I'm going to heaven. Doing pretty good there, Ambassador. Thank you for saying I look like a wizard. Thank you for liking the flask. The Charlie Kirk chaos, man. I had a rant about that earlier, so if you want to check out the video that's going to be uploaded just before this one, my latest video that just came out, then you'll see my view on the Charlie Kirk thing. But I've already did a 30-minute long rant over that. Hey, no problem, SS Steph. Thank you for joining me. Rest in peace. Yes, rest in peace, Charlie. You look like Han from Stray Kids. I've heard that. I've never watched that show. How do I stay calm when I have a schizophrenic moment? I've trained myself over the years through meditation and things like that to where whenever I start to feel myself have a schizophrenic moment, like my body will recognize it before I will, then I just kind of shut down. I just sit there and freeze for a moment and kind of go into what's known as a petit mal seizure, and I just sit there until it's over. Thank you for liking the armor. Yes, I do throwing knives, but I also do, right now, I use a tomahawk and throw it. So that's what I do. Greetings from Florida there, Danny Hernandez. Welcome back in there, Watermelon. But yeah, that's what I do every now and then. I said, go out in the backyard. I take this right here. I throw it at an old stump that's sticking up back there. And I just practice some throwing a tomahawk. Right now, I don't have any throwing knives to use. I'm probably going to make myself some here shortly. But that's about all I've got. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that is 100% it. There's nothing else in here but shotgun shells. All right. There we go. Yep, that was all I had to show tonight. Oh, thank you, Avis. You want me to be... Hell. You want to be delivered of those hallucinations? Yes, I'd love for somebody to be able to cure me of those. Would you rather have to fight Smaug or try to steal treasure from him without getting caught? I'd rather fight him. I know his weak point. I'd rather fight him. And I'm pretty good with a bow. That's actually how I got the hat. It was a bet with a Cherokee man in Ohio. And he bet me that I couldn't make this shot. Well, I ended up hitting the target from 100 yards with a Native American handmade bow. And I'll never do that again. The wind had to be just right and everything. I couldn't believe I made the shot. You know, but I ended up hitting it. And when I did, he dropped his hat on my head. Best shot I've ever made. Tiffany, I'm just a person. Oh, yeah. Man, Carson, I wish I could do that. But it's just not for me, man. Thank you, though. Oh, I know, Tiffany. What's my advice for archery? Learn to aim with and without a targeting system. Learn how to use the arrow as much as you learn how to use the bow itself. And practice. You know, try to make smaller targets to see if you can hit them in just the right spot. And archery is going to end up getting easier for you. You know, what am I wearing called? These are palindromes. I made these myself. This is a breastplate, which I had to order because I couldn't afford the leather to make it. And these, I didn't buy the leather. I ended up making this leather from a hog that I shot. Most favorite animal to hunt is hogs and alligator. What if I don't have a bow? Where can I get one for cheap? Probably Academy. You know, check out Academy, maybe Gander Mountain, possibly Cavender's. What is goody my pocket? My pookies. Welcome in, Rock. What's up? I'm just sitting here enjoying myself. Got some new subscribers earlier. Guys, we are almost at 2,050 people. Guys, we just hit 2,000 the other day. We're almost going to hit 2,100. Time is running out. Oh, I know, man. I got you there, Carson Z. Yay! Yeah, I know, right? We already hit 2,000 people. Why use silicone? Because my hands shake and I drop things all the time. And I also was given this as a gift. So it's kind of one of them things. Hello, be kind to one another. That's awesome name. Thank you there. Thank you there, Ball. Hello, CDX Gill, YouTube. Verane, welcome in. Nice to see you too, man. Are you Jack Black, you mean? You have 13 subs. Way to go, Rock. Hello. No, I'm smoking tobacco, unfortunately. Thank you there, Evil Rip, or Evil Rick. Oh, okay, Evil Rick. I got you now. I know who you talk about. And yeah, I know I kind of look like a medieval hillbilly, but more like a medieval swamp rat. Because I don't live in the hills. I live in the swamps and the creeks and the rivers. Thank you. Thank you so much, Carson. MMA lover, nice. Save me from the demons. I wish I could. Plus 200 initial, plus 150 virtual wizard's hat. Thank you. Yeah, of course I've seen Godzilla. Like, hold on now. Dadgummit. I got too much crap. Hang on. Oh, can you see? I love Godzilla. No, I don't slay vampires. Thank you for subbing there. Be kind to one another. But yes, I absolutely love the crap out of some Godzilla, guys. You know, 100%. I like these because they're actually posable. I know they're supposed to be toys, but I wanted something cool that I could change its shape every now and then. I got one where he's breathing fire, one where he's just being himself. And yes, fully posable. 100%. So yeah, awesome little things that I got. Cost me $60 a pop, but I love the hell out of me some Godzilla. We go put him back. There you go. There he goes. But yeah, that's just some of the stuff that I have, some of the stuff that I own. Just a few things lying around. Thank you for the 100, the gift. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Nice gifts, man. No, I don't believe in Jesus. I believe in Odin. And before you can control your emotions, the world collapses and it sucks, man. For everybody, we want to keep the good times here or else my biggest. Oh, I got you, man. Hang on, let me say. I don't have a katana hanging on my wall, but I do have a Shirasawa. Actually, I have two Shirasawas. Both are in not so great condition. I've been taking better care of them now that I'm older, but I've had these for a long time. This one, of course, is black and copper Damascus. Black and steel and copper Damascus, giving it a beautiful play. And then this one, of course, needs some work on it, but I've got them stored away over here in a closet. But mostly I just wield my axe. And if I'm not wielding my axe, then I'm simply wielding this. My favorite little bushcrafting knife. I love this blade right here. It's an excellent, excellent tool. Holds an edge like crazy. It's made out of AUS 8 steel. Comes with a fire starter, plastic molded case that it snaps into. Great little $50 purchase. Awesome little knife. You know, this is my new hunting knife for this year. We're going to give it a test out. Let's hope we get a hog so I can skid it with this. But yeah, guys, we're down to the last 2 minutes. How's it going, Bushwhacker Clint? Welcome in, Naughty. Oh, lump neck. I actually take and I do blacksmithing and I do YouTube currently, but I am working on finding me a new job. I don't have a P.O. box, but I do have a regular home address, which is 4594 Well Valley Road, Coons, Texas, 77625. Actually, yes, I have there, Fitzpatrick. I sacrifice hogs quite a bit. Can you make the call for October? I don't know what you mean by that there. It's me, Pyro. I believe there could have been something like vampires. And yes, I do like Gerber knives. I have a Gerber knife over here, actually, that I'm making a sheath for it currently. Stay up there. I'm making a sheath for this blade here currently that I got to fix. The edge is pretty rough and badly messed up. A friend of mine found this stuck in a tree and decided to bring it to me to clean up and fix up. So yeah, this is going to be a good little Gerber secondary storage knife for whenever I go camping or anything like that. Like if something happens to my bushcraft knife, I'll have this one stuck in my boot. So yes, I like Gerbers. This is made in Portland, Oregon. You know, it was a wonderful, wonderful little gift for me. A lot of my stuff is hand-me-downs and secondhand stuff. Yes, I believe in aliens. There's too many planets out there for there not to be aliens. Gerber does make good knives. And yes, they are kind of expensive. Are you that big old foot guy? What do you mean foot guy? Fishing there, hell yeah, fishing. I went to Silsby. All right, car guy, welcome back. Coppery, Fitzpatrick, just metallic. Aliens are real, yeah. How you say happy birthday to your dad, Nick? You almost got me. Multi-use knives. Well, almost every blade has got some multiple uses to it. I personally prefer a straight edge over a serrated edge. The reason why I like the straight edge better is it just gives me more control than the serrations. And if I'm cutting through, like, say, meat or something like that, I don't want tears. I want a nice, clean, straight cut. And this sucker right here is stupid sharp. Like, this thing is scary. So, the main thing I can tell you about any knife, look for good quality steel. Anything, 1061 or above is a great quality steel. So look for that. Second thing is look for thickness, depending upon, what you want to do. You don't want a real thick blade if you're doing something like cutting boxes. You want something thin. But if you've got, say deer hide or something you got to cut through, something like this, or making pegs for a bushcraft shelter or anything like that, this knife comes in great handy. Every blade has got multiple uses, but at the same time, every blade has its own specific function it was designed for. This is a good old-fashioned camping knife. That's what this is for. However, this knife here, this is my fang that I like to call. This guy right here is really a combat weapon. It's meant for slashes, it's meant for thrusts. This right here is literally a combat weapon. This is meant for fighting with. But I keep it nice and sharp. And it's not my fighting blade anymore. Now I actually use this for clearing brush. And for cutting through rib bones and stuff like that. Which I also use my tomahawk to cut through ribs if the animal's too big. I also use it to cut through the backbone. Hello again, cool surfer dude. No, I don't have a K-bar. I'm thinking about getting one. Man, if there's xenomorphs out there, holy shit, I'm out. Oh man, I'm not going to shave the beard off. That's religious, guys. That's got to stay. But guys, it's been over 30 minutes. I'm going to go on ahead and hop off of here. It's late. I'd like to get some sleep. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you all so much for being here. Catch you at Morning Mojo. Not tomorrow morning, excuse me. But Wednesday. We'll see you all Wednesday. Love you guys. Remember, seed from a swamp, later from a gator. Love your mama, love your papa, love yourself. Be kind and always find a way to help everybody. Catch you next time. Love y'all, and y'all are absolutely amazing.